Last time on the Goblin Market, Dinfa, Charnak, and Ebis learned more about the mysterious Blue Foundry, a secret group of adjuncts in the Magical Oddities Mercantile who, on paper, create magical items. But it turns out they are really just laundering ill-gotten spoils from other planes. Each of the Kybers in the crew now have their own secrets. Ebis has a secret magical item that puts him and his ream and possibly the whole crew at risk. Charnak knows about where a rival crew has made their safe house, and Dinfa just got the earth-shattering news that Zagat's familiar H is actually somehow their executed friend and crewmate, Hawthorne. Now they're in the most dangerous mission they've ever been on. Bring back to the market a powerful Kyber named Sheba who has stolen a valuable ream, the noble Lord Gregon Went's heir, Gregor. But the crew is scared. They've moved their safe house to stay away from potential market assassins, and literally anything could happen on this mission. You know what time it is, guys?
Is it time for Dungeon Dads?
Time for the Dungeon
Yes,
Dads.
baby.
River they tread, only to be swept away.
Morning and evening you may hear the cry, candies and berries and baubles to try, sweet to the tongue and sound to the eye, but heed words of caution when you then decide to come by, get, come by, get, come by, get, come by.
Just beware the Goblin Market.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. You're listening to the Dungeon Dads Goblin Market. As always, I'm your DM, Tom Blaylock, and I'm joined today by Tim Carr playing Ebis, the tiefling flying a halfling. What's up, Tim?
The Riz, W Riz Ling Ling in the house. Wait, in the house is wrong. There's got to be another.
I can't decide.
No cap.
I can't decide if what you just did is actually too cool for your age, or if it's absolutely not cool at all because of
Perfect.
I'm going to let the listeners decide.
There you go.
Hit us up on the Discord.
Tim, I thought it was lit.
No cap.
No
It was
cap.
on the chain, my
On
man.
the chain. Back on the chain.
It's
All right,
all the
let's
way
get
on.
this adventure going, man.
John Watson playing Dinfa the Azamar. What? What's up, man?
I did an entire campaign with you already. I
I
don't
know.
understand how you can still leave me speechless. I was like, how did I not figure that crap out? I
made a mistake in episode 1 episode 1 when you licked the frog.
Uh-huh.
I accidentally called it Hawthorne one time.
Oh, really?
I did.
wonder if
I was
anybody
so
caught that.
upset with myself.
I did
I
not.
was so
maybe
upset with myself.
maybe we edited
Wait, did you
it out.
edit it out? Because you could have.
I don't
Maybe
think
we
I
should edit
did.
this out.
right.
Maybe I should.
Maybe
I should.
But I it was on my list to ask, and I know you haven't introduced me yet. But
Yeah.
did we lick the frog on this mission?
You did not.
Were we offered frog licking?
You were not offered the frog on this mission.
Is it weirder now? That's a question for the bonus episode. Let's go.
And Tim Carr. Wait, no,
No,
you
you
already
already
did
did
Tim
It's
Carr.
Sam.
And Sam Frank.
I'm here,
Charnak
man
the
of many
botanist.
insights. Charnak the botanist. Yeah. Yeah, man. I want to lick that frog now.
Well, it's too late. Can't lick that frog.
That really came in handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I did.
You all are in a low rent bunkhouse, on an alley behind the Hotel de Ville. There's a couple of blocks between you and potentially your rivals here. Hanky Gullfeather and his brother Vunk are on this mission. Zagat doesn't trust them. for lots of reasons, but also it's hard to know who knows what, right?
Mhm.
The Goblin market is full of mysteries, full of secrets, and you're doing your best to prepare for whatever comes next. You are piloting your reams, and when you move into them, you are in a tavern, and you quickly realize that each of you are in a different part of the room. This has Reese Carter written all over it. Reese is sort of the leader of the three reams when they're not being piloted, and he has put you strategically in a good spot to see basically every part of this tavern, to see if someone's coming in. Now, here's the weird thing. While you all have seen an image of the noble, your reams have not. So they had no way of knowing if they were sitting right next to Gregor Wint or Sheba. But you quickly scan the room, and I'm going to do something that Sam recommended from last episode when I had him
already.
when I had him do two rolls for trying to figure out where the other safe house was. I gave him a persuasion and a perception check. I'm going to actually have you all
performance and a
do.
perception. But yeah, I said it's interesting that we don't do more combined ability checks.
Yeah.
Like, give me a this and a this combined DC 20 or whatever.
Yeah. And we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna do that right now in the bar.
Combined characters. Why not combine checks?
Yeah. So it's gonna be history and investigation. And the DC on those two is 23. So this is the DC for really investigating this room. And I'll let you do active perception checks after this for other things, but.
And how do you want the results to be read?
Just give me the combined number.
Okay.
Combined number 27 for
Damn,
Charnak.
nice.
Yes.
All right. Tim and John, give me one too.
Oh.
Yeah, bad.
You guys are not close enough to talk to each other. So you're like across the room.
Well, you say that, and then I bonus action connect my brain to Charnak's brain.
Well, I think that sounds great.
All right. So history.
Between now and then.
And insight. 31 combined.
Wow.
All right, here we go. History, insight. One of those was a net 20. So 29.
That's going to help. That's going to help.
This is really cool. So all of you passed this check. This is a hard check. So
how's Deanva so good at history?
Yeah, well.
Nah, it's okay.
So
we're all brainiacs here. I no need to get jealous.
Of course.
I'm all in, baby. All in.
So when you were shown the image of Gregor Wint, you were actually shown a minor illusion of a painting of Gregor Wint on a horse, riding in front of another person on a horse. You recognize that other person from that painting at the bar, and he is looking around anxiously. And the person who is closest to him is actually who got the highest score here? 31?
31.
Yeah. So Ibis, you are actually at the bar, 4 or 5 feet away from this person.
And I'm going to start making my way to the bar because I'm assuming I have to tell Ibis this because no one else would have noticed.
And how about you, Deepa?
I mean,
you also see this. And
you hear me in
recognize
your
this
head.
person.
Also, Charnak.
Do I?
I mean, I don't know how it doesn't really say like how big a casting it is. It just says as a bonus action, I can choose a creature and then we speak telepathically. So
Perfect.
Okay.
know.
I haven't gotten any messages yet.
Yeah.
That's all
Charnak.
I'm saying.
Charnak,
I-
I think I see him. Stay there.
Wait, I can't respond.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
can.
can?
Yeah. As
No,
long as
it's
we're
not him. It's the other guy. You're misremembering.
Yes, that is what I meant. But I recognize someone. Just
But yeah, right there.
yes, right here. I will listen.
I think Reese is going
Do we-
to kind of guard he's just going to look where the exits are. And
Do we know his
Yeah.
name?
So
Don't know his name.
nobody knows his name.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if this is something you're going to want me to roll for,
Yeah.
but I feel like Charnak, as he often does on missions, is sort of relying on the other two guys to know what the mission's supposed to be and like keep their eyes out for that. And Charnak is spending most of his mental resources looking out for other people that he recognizes from the Goblin Market.
Yeah, Reams, like
Either
other
Reams that he
yeah.
may have seen before,
Yeah.
or
Very smart.
So give me an active perception check.
20.
Wow.
Charnak is built to perceive.
Yeah. So there are at least 15, 20 customers here and 15 customers here and another 6 people who are working at this tavern.
Mhm.
And you don't recognize any of them. And you're pretty certain, like you're sort of scanning your memory of this. You're pretty certain you don't see anyone that you recognize from the Goblin Market here.
Okay.
Yeah. And this guy looks really nervous and he's like looking around and he even caught the eye of Charnak as he was moving toward him. And then when Charnak turned around, he's got a little more at ease because he sort of thought Charnak was coming over to talk to him.
Davman is gonna, since he's only 4 or 5 feet away. Pardon me, friend. What do you recommend? We have a drink over here. What's this is my first time at this tavern, but yeah, they have a specialty. Can you recommend something for me?
I don't know. Ale, I suppose.
Not a drinker.
It doesn't really matter to me. I just get whatever you want. Here, I'll buy a drink for you.
Oh, I was just going to offer to buy you one, friend.
No, I've already bought you one.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's your name, friend?
Just if you could just drink it over there, okay? Like
Oh,
down that
I'm
way.
sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. Just
It's no offense. You're very nice. I just honestly, I am.
are you waiting for somebody? You have that look about you.
What's with the questions? Like I'm
sorry,
not waiting
I'm
for a
sorry.
halfling. That's all you have to know.
Fair enough. Not trying to be a bother. Just, as I said, first time in the tavern. Sometimes striking up a conversation is the best way to kill the time.
Obviously, I'm not used to being at a place like this either.
Fair enough. Happy to share a drink with you.
Yeah, let's share a drink. You drink yours over there, and I'll occasionally look over at you and raise my cup. Does that sound good?
Sounds fine.
Fine. Perfect.
Didn't mean to put you off. Barkeep, thank you. I'll take it over there.
Yeah.
Can we still talk telepathically?
Yeah, it only lasts a minute, but I can basically redo it.
Just hit him over the head. Let's get him out of here.
That will cause too big a scene. That is not the one we are looking for.
All right.
So I take my ale and head over to another seat and look over knowingly at the guy and raise my glass.
And he kind of like, I mean, he's not a dick, but like he's not used to being here, and he is clearly looking for someone. And he keeps looking over his shoulder toward the. There's 2 doors here. There's one that goes out on one street. It's on the corner, this tavern.
Uh-huh.
So he's looking back and forth, and he clearly thinks whoever he's going to see is going to come in one door, and that's where he set himself up so he can see there. But he has to keep looking over his shoulder
To make sure, yeah.
to make sure. Yeah.
So
So
Dinfa is going to be Dinfa is going to be by the door, not blocking it, but just near the door, in case.
the one directly in front of this guy.
Yeah, in case.
Yeah.
In case someone tries to rush out of this particular door for
Got it.
intercept, but also to see, and then also a clear view of the other door.
I got it. Okay.
And I want to do a perception check to see if there's anybody in this bar besides us that is staring at this person.
Okay.
10.
I mean, look, you're scanning around the room. He looks nervous. And every once in a while, someone does look over at him. He is out of place. His clothes are nicer than anyone else's clothes here. Um, you know, most people look like they're either laborers who are here or, at the very most sort of like working for merchants. Like it's that kind of crowd. This is not noble. And he looks like maybe noble.
What time of day is it?
It's around noon. It's high noon.
okay.
So it's people are here for lunch and meeting up with people. That's what they're here for.
Now that Charnak is in the body of this svelte, dashing elf, he sort of wanted to like strike a pose in the corner and sort of light a pipe, and very Strider, in the prancing pony. But that's hard to pull off at noon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the middle of the day. I'm going to ask you all to give me stealth checks. And I'm only doing this. This is just so that if someone's looking around the room like you are,
Is whether we
Do we
blend
look
in.
out of place?
you look at a place like you're looking for them.
9.
All right, so Reese normally has disadvantage with stealth, but not in this case, correct?
Not in this case. No. This is not a like sneaking around stealth.
All right,
This
cool.
is
22 for Eva Stabman.
great.
7.
Okay. All right. So you're here for another 20 or so minutes, and no one comes in who seems like they weren't a town person. People know each other who come in, they join tables, and this nervous young man finishes his beer and he gets up and goes out the door past where Reese is standing.
I'm going to cast, I'm going to establish telepathic speech with Dinfa. Do you want to follow him?
I just look over and
Do you want to follow him? Sorry. wrong voice.
I look over and I nod.
Very good. I think he would recognize me, but halflings are always friendly.
I can respond to this one, yeah.
Yeah. You can talk
Yeah.
freely. We can talk freely in our heads for like a minute.
Okay,
Is the only problem.
I say, do you think it would be easier if you did it? He might not recognize me, but
He's leaving. Dinfa, follow him. I'll be 100 feet behind you.
all right.
Watch the bar, Ebus.
Dinfa stands and casually walks out of the bar.
And then Charnak finishes puffing on his pipe, empties in a little ashtray, does not have anything to eat or drink in front of him, and so stands and walks out casually.
Okay.
Probably 20 seconds later.
All right. So you follow this guy. He goes out. He walks up past the Hotel de Ville. He takes a right. He keeps going. I'm assuming you all are not wanting him to see that you're following him, right?
Correct.
Correct.
So he's anxious still, but he's not looking around himself now. So he's not like trying to find you. I'm going to ask you to both give me stealth checks. You can either have this stealth dex, stealth wisdom, or stealth charisma. Up to you. which one of those things. So if you have proficiency in stealth, you'll still add your proficiency bonus, but it will be one of those three, because this is not sneaking around. This is how to see.
Can I have advantage because I'm even further back?
Yeah. I mean, it will actually not advantage, but you're going to be you're going to have
Lower
a much
DC.
lower DC.
8.
It's
I
fine.
wish I had advantage.
It's fine. Yep.
All right.
That's good enough.
So wisdom is 1 point lower than dex, so I rolled the stealth
Go
with
ahead.
proficiency, but just 1 point lower, yeah?
No, you can do dex too if you want to. However
but dex
you want
would
to
be
do it.
disadvantage, right? Because I've got the
Dex
armor.
would be with
So I'm
disadvantage.
just going to do
yes.
wisdom.
Okay. Great.
So it would be an 11.
So we're normally pretty stealthy, but not in this case.
Not in this
But
case.
right now, yeah.
We're moving too fast. Yeah.
Okay. So he doesn't seem to recognize that you guys are following him. But I'm going to ask for one more roll before I get back to Ibis. Give me a perception check.
25.
Excellent.
6.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So as Dinfa makes a right turn, following this guy, you see that from one of the buildings, a ream you recognize pops out and begins following, and does not seem to have seen you, Charnak, but
Okay.
he is definitely came out when he saw Dinfa or Reese. And so now you are, say, 100 feet behind that guy,
Mhm.
and he is about 20 feet behind Dinfa.
Okay. Do I recognize the building he came out of, or is that not material?
It was the Hotel de Ville.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's going on. And Ibis, you are still in this bar. And just a couple of minutes after the two guys go out, you see that there was someone wearing a cloak outside of that door. And as soon as they walk past, he steps in. And
The guy we're looking for, Gregor.
it is the guy you were looking for. It's Gregor.
Fuck, of course.
And he walks in. He clearly had made these two reams. They clearly failed their stealth roll and didn't make you as being anyone.
So in some ways, lucky that you were the one that stayed.
Right. I mean, he's a halfling.
Absolutely, absolutely. And he goes up to the table and to the bar, and you're expecting to hear a young man's voice. This is a 15 or 16-year-old. He is very fit, muscular, tall, 6'2", 6'3", chiseled, but young, very young, still has a very young face. And he gets up and he says,
Clara? Clara, can you get me a ale, please? Clara?
Sure, Gregor. Here you go.
Oh, thank you very much. Very much. Very good.
Gregor, your friend Robert was just here. I think he's looking for you.
Oh, yes, very much, Robert. Is very nice. Very, very nice, Robert. Very pretty, Robert.
Yeah, he is very attractive. That's true. Everything okay, Gregor?
That's very okay, as always. Very happy in this situation.
Okay. Well, enjoy yourself.
Oh, wait. Did you see those two, that elf and that human? You see them a second ago?
I did. They didn't buy anything.
Well, let me tell you that they are no good. I think they're bad people.
Bad? Okay, well, Gregor, have a good day.
Okay, Clara. Okay, I'll have a good day.
And she turns around and looks over at the halfling and raises her cup and says,
Halfling. Halfling. Here at the Riverside Tavern. That's very interesting. We haven't had one of you in a while.
You're speaking to me then.
Of course I'm speaking to you. You're the
I am-
only halfling.
I suppose
You're the only person that's
I
shorter
didn't
than
even
this
realize
side.
it. Isn't that funny?
well, we don't have many of them in Hardat.
Oh. And why is that?
Where do you come from?
Well, I caught a ride on a wagon, and this is where I ended up.
Give me a deception check.
21.
Well, that's too bad.
Too bad, you say.
I'm looking for someone like you.
Someone like me. That sounds like a stroke of luck.
Well, but you're not him. You
Oh.
must not be him.
Who are you looking for? What is it that if it's a halfling, perhaps we've crossed paths before.
No, he doesn't have to be a halfling. Could be anything, really.
Any kind of ling.
No, just an outsider. Just an outsider. You see any other outsiders? That elf was no good. But I'm looking for a kind outsider.
A kind outsider.
Seen any of them?
Well, being an outsider myself, I'm not really sure who's inside and who's outside, if you know what I mean.
I do. Do you mind if I do something to you, halfling?
I suppose that depends on what it is.
No, it's very funny. We do this thing here. It's called a hard hat welcome.
A hard
And
at
She
welcome.
slaps you across the face. And
I thought she was across the bar from me.
no, she moved over to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she's a strapping 16-year-old boy.
And she's a strapping 60-year-old boy. I need you to give me. So the slap does nothing. I need you to give me a.
Wait, before you tell me what's happening, I have a question for you.
Yes.
A logistical question.
Yes.
These necklaces that we put on, is it a case of Mind Spike or Shield? Or does it cast Shield once and Mind Spike once?
John's only got the shield.
John's birthday present
Got it. Okay.
was he got an extra casting of shield. So this only does Mind Spike on this one.
Okay.
I
thought you were being very gregarious.
So he
Pronouns,
slaps
man.
you, but when she slaps you, she says, "You're a funny little guy," and I need you to do a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Come on, Tim, you got it.
I want to lick 8.
Gotta get that H.
Just one more fucking hat. All right. Wisdom, you said? Oh, fuck, 18.
Okay.
Ain't gonna do it.
Now
13.
I need you to do a DC. It's so low. It's a DC 8 Constitution saving throw.
8.
Yes.
So
Holy shit.
you take 6 psychic damage.
Okay.
And you feel yourself almost thrown right out of your body.
A little Spider-Man, Doctor
out of
Strange
your-
moment here.
And you
Pull
kind of
back together.
pull back in, and Gregor says, "Who are you with then?
What?
Are you with the Blue Foundry?"
The blue who?
Don't play like that. I know you're a goblin. Who's in there? Who's in there? Who's in there with you? You ain't no halfling.
Perhaps we should take this conversation outside?
I don't think we should. I think you gotta tell me who you are.
Do you normally accost people in a tavern?
I cost goblins trying to kill me.
Nobody's trying to kill you, friend.
Well, maybe not yet. Maybe you're just a scout or a lookalike. I mean, a lookout.
Can I ask you a question?
I don't know.
Do we have time for a conversation?
She looks around.
It's just me.
What do you want to talk about?
What is it about Hardat that you like?
I'm waiting on somebody.
Waiting on somebody. Anybody in particular?
I'm waiting on a goblin.
Okay. Who is this goblin you're waiting for?
It's a goblin goes by the name of Hawthorne.
Ah. And what is Hawthorne supposed to be doing for you?
That's enough questions. Now, who you working for? If you ain't with the Foundry, then who you with?
I don't know the Foundry. I don't know where they're from, who they work for.
You lie. And she pops you in the face again. And give me the DC 18 wisdom saving throw.
13.
All right. 8 con save.
12.
All right. You're taking 7 more psychic damage. And she looks at you and she says,
I mean, this ain't no joke at level 1.
Right.
she says, how is it I'm not knocking you out of your ream?
Is it an action to use the necklace?
Yeah, it's an action to use.
An action, not a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. I really don't want to be doing this alone.
Well, listen, all you got to do is make contact, right? I mean, if she's looking to meet up with Hawthorne,
yeah,
you got it.
but I've got 4 hit points left.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Tom, we're level 1.
I know, man. I know.
I know we're souped up, but 3d4
Twice.
that's like 3 to 12.
Listen, Zagat told you if you're going to fight with her, run.
Yeah. Well, I've got to go. I'm sorry to disappoint you. And I'm going to I'm going to disengage
Okay.
and head out the door
All right.
and try to figure out which direction these boys went.
All right. So she is for sure following you.
I was like, Tim's got our objective. he's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Listen, she's going to follow me.
Let me go see what those other guys are doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it on my own, clearly.
Yeah. So
what's the range on this necklace too?
60 feet is for Mind Spike.
All
Okay.
my life.
Okay.
Waiting for somebody.
Yeah. So he's gonna Ebis is gonna take it and head out the door.
All right.
And book it down the road.
Okay. So you don't see them, but you know they were going. You know what direction they were going.
Yeah.
They've already made a couple of turns. All right. So we're going to cut back to them. So, Sam, you don't have a way of telling Dinfa that he's being followed, right?
Well, I was thinking in the interim, shouldn't we have some signals worked out? Some bird calls or something?
Yeah, you probably have some bird calls.
Do a little... but yeah, that would be crew specific, right?
Crew specific, but like if you make some sound that sounds kind of like someone's calling out.
That's loud enough to reach Dinfa. He's probably gonna alert.
Also sounds like a bird that doesn't exist on A12.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, on an A12 realm. Yeah, it's not very A. Yeah, this is a
Okay, so in the interim, I'm gonna follow, but I am gonna try to keep the same distance between me and this new ream as the ream is keeping from Dinfa.
okay.
Right. So if he starts to close in, I'm gonna start to close in. If he backs off, I'm gonna back off.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So, I think you've already rolled your stealth checks and your perception checks. So we're going to keep those for now going. So they still don't see you. And Dinfa, you still don't notice that this guy's following you. Um, uh, so Robert makes a left at the next block, and when you get there, you see him going inside of a building that just got a sign that says livery on it, and I'm assuming you're gonna keep following. He's like right around the corner. Right around the corner, he takes a left inside a livery.
All right. I'm going to walk over to that spot and then do a quick scan to see what else is happening around me before I walk
Okay.
in.
All right. So there's literally no one behind you. Even Charnak is not there,
Mhm.
and then a guy turns the corner, and I'm going to ask you to do a history check
History
for
check.
me. So you have a high history, don't you?
I do.
That's all right.
Doesn't
Well,
always matter, but 24.
yeah. So you lock eyes with this guy for a second. You don't think anything about him, and then you're like, "Oh shit! I've seen this ream like in the reamery before. I've seen him in the infirmary. I've seen him around." And he's walking, and he just kind of lowers his eyes and walks right past you.
Okay. How big is the building that this person can? Is this a building that this person can get lost in?
So it's a place where you can send things. So it's like there's a desk inside, and then it opens up into a stables, and he is like waiting at the livery. He's like waiting at the desk to be seen. He's 15 feet away from you at the most inside this building.
Okay. I see this guy walk past. And then
He's 10
I
feet
s-
past you, and then you see Charnak
and then I see Charnak.
cut the corner. Yeah.
All right.
And then I, try to subtly, but it's not too subtle. Like I point at the guy who's walking past.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point subtly at the building, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk away from the building and get Charnak to walk in the building.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Charnak, you going in?
hmm
Okay. So you walk in, and you get in there just as Robert is being seen by someone, and he says, "Yes, listen, I got to go back. It was a mistake to come here. I just I'll pay whatever it takes. Uh, I want a carriage back to the castle, back to the manor."
Okay, so he's still talking to the person.
Yeah.
I tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me.
But, what? What? Oh,
Please
Elf.
quietly. This can't be overheard.
Uh, uh, what is it?
Your friend Gregor is in trouble. That is why he couldn't meet you.
You know Gregor?
I do, yes.
He's been gone for so long, and I heard he was back in town, but I haven't seen him. I've been 3 days in a row here, and I haven't seen him. I heard he was at the tavern, but he never shows.
I fear he is. He owes money to some unsavory people. I was sent here to aid him by his family, but I have been unable to locate him as well.
Wait, Gregon and Bavara sent you?
Yes.
But they sent me too.
I hesitated to make contact until now. I was afraid you would take it as a lack of confidence in your abilities.
Wait, are you a pro?
So some might call me that, yes. But I clearly, your knowledge of Gregor is irreplaceable, and I feel we will do better if we pool all our resources.
Lord Gregon told me that he will always be safe. It doesn't matter where he goes, that he is always being protected by the Golden Soldiers.
The Golden Soldiers?
That's what they said to me. The Golden Soldiers.
I've never heard of such a thing. They certainly told me nothing of that.
Well, he said that that's...
I'm so glad to be speaking with you.
Oh, well, I just want my friend back.
Indeed.
So,
do you know of anywhere else he might go besides the tavern?
Well, he very much enjoyed the company. There was a girl who worked in the mill, but I've been there, and she and her family have not been seen for months and months.
This girl who worked at the mill, what was her name?
Olivia.
Olivia.
I don't know. Miller? Miller's daughter? I don't know. I don't usually speak to people.
You say she and her family have disappeared.
Well, I went to the mill and people said that they have not been operating the mill.
So at this point, I know that this, at least per our intelligence, Gregor has been seen at this tavern.
Yes.
But also that this guy hasn't seen him at the tavern in 3 days.
Yes.
And so I think I would assume at this point that he's been made and Gregor doesn't want to see him.
I think that's a good assumption. Yes.
And I would think that means it's time to cut this guy loose.
Okay.
So I say, I am going to walk out the door. Please do not follow me for at least 5 minutes. I don't think it would do for people to know we have been talking with each other.
Should I stay? And should I stay here in town?
Check into the Hotel de Ville.
I already have a room there.
Yes. Which room is it?
3rd floor, the Tower Suite.
Tower Suite. Robert, and I'm sorry, what is your family name, Robert?
Robert Guile.
I give him a little look.
I know. My father is the bursar of Gregonwent. That's a very... Guile is a common last name for bursars.
Well, pleased to meet you, Robert Guile. My name is Ethdeathdaril Honda.
Ethdeathdaril Honda. Okay.
I shall endeavor to gather more information. I will meet you in your... If we do not see each other again, I will meet you in your room later this evening.
Okay. And then as you're walking out, he knocks on the desk and it goes, "That will be our knock. That's how I will know that it's you."
How about this one?
No, mine is better because it says, come out, you son of a bitch."
Very well. And I'm going to exit the livery and look up and down the street to see if I can see Dinfa Reese.
Where'd you go, Dinfa?
I did not go far. I tried to scan the person that was following me, and I kind of keep a side eye out on the door.
Okay.
But I'm kind of doing that and looking around like, man, I was following this person. I lost him.
Yeah, you did lose him entirely.
Well, I meant like I lost the person that I was following. They were following me. I was following somebody. I'm like, man, I lost them. Daggone it.
And then, so you're out there and Charnak comes out of the livery, and then coming up the street, you see the halfling, piloted by Ibis. You see
Like, he
Dagman.
better telepathically communicate with me because I'm going to telepathically give him a piece of my mind. Figuratively and literally.
Yeah. All right, so he's coming he's coming up the street toward you, and then
So I just pull up a space a wall next to Dinfa here.
okay.
All right, and I just kind of whisper, what happened?
The guy's a dead end, but he gave us an in to the Hotel de Ville.
All right, good work.
Never mind. I can't imagine we would need that for any reason.
and then comes Ebis, and you see 40 feet behind Ebis a cloaked, very tall young man
So
following quickly.
as soon as I'm within 30 feet of them,
Yeah.
I'm going to use telepathic speech and tell Dinfa that who would I get to first?
We're side by side.
Yeah, side by side. Whoever. You can choose who.
Yeah. I'll tell Dinfa, I'll ask Dinfa if I'm being followed, and if I am, that's our mark.
Okay.
Okay.
And I need help, and they're looking for Hawthorne.
Okay.
Okay. And I just pat Charnak Splendor on the shoulder and just nod toward Ebis, but and kind of nod as if we're looking past Ebis.
Do I know something that would signify that I know Hawthorne? Something she said,
I mean,
some
we knew
sign she would have
Hawthorne.
had. No, I know, but like,
Sure.
if I
yeah.
wanted to prove that,
Sure.
what would I say?
And I'll let you make it up. Yeah. For sure.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk straight up to Gregor. I mean, I'm making a beeline.
Well, I'll also mention in that like basically that I've been made.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows I'm a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that she's looking for Hawthorne, or she's expecting Hawthorne. He's expecting Hawthorne.
He's expecting Hawthorne. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees you approaching, and as soon as you pass Ebis.
I wouldn't get. Oh, as soon as I pass Ebis. Okay.
As soon as you pass Ebis, he stops in the street, in the middle of the street, and he flips open his cloak, and you see that there is a goblin wand on his cloak, and just like the one that Zagat had.
And I say, signs, signs, everywhere signs, as if good friend of mine was fond of saying.
Wait. You're with Hawthorne? Wait, sorry. Wait.
Sorry, I didn't say anything before. I was not prepared for this voice, and it's really something.
Okay.
You're with Hawthorne?
Shh. Come with me. Let us go and find a more convenient place to converse.
I don't like the voice coming out of your mouth, Goblin.
I'm not a big fan of yours either, so let's can it. Words are very unnecessary.
Okay.
All right. I will come with you. You have Hawthorne with you?
I cannot lie. No, we do not have Hawthorne with us, but we are hoping you can rectify that situation.
Hawthorne is supposed to come here to meet me. He's supposed to meet me, not you.
All right, I'm going to stop her. I'm going to stop. I put both hands on my shoulders. Look them dead in the eye, dead in the ocular nerve, and say, it is great sadness to me that Hawthorne is dead.
Oh, no. No. Then we are lost.
We are not lost. We have many who have come to your aid. Please, come with me.
The halfling is one of them.
Yes, he looks like death. What did you do to him?
Oh, he is your friend.
That would be stretching things.
He is here to help me.
We are on the same side, yes. We both had love for Hawthorne. Let us put it that way.
Very well. Come. I know a place. Come. Follow me.
Wait, no.
And she like turns
It
and
is not safe. Your
It is
movements
safe.
are known.
No, I know where to go. I'll show you.
Wait, what's her name again?
Sheba.
Sheba.
Yeah.
Sheba.
Oh, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
You know the resources the Goblin Market can bring to bear.
Of course.
They
That's
have
why
been
I came back
watching
here.
this. They have been watching this body and watching it carefully. I believe you are being watched even now. You know how we operate. Our Kyber safe house has been moved from the one we were assigned. No one knows we are there. If we can shake any potential surveillance, we can meet there in safety. Any place you have been before is no longer safe.
Very well. I will follow you then.
Charnak's like, I'm getting pretty good at this persuading stuff.
And then you hear
And then are Dinfa and Ebus following at this point?
Well, I'm still holding back. I'm not certain. I don't want us to lead people to the place, and I'm not certain that we haven't. So I'm still surveilling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ebus is going to drink one of those potions.
Yeah, there you go.
good idea. Good idea. So you're going to your safe house, is that right?
Well, here's the thing, not directly.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're going to head down some alleys, do some doubling back. Here's what I'd actually like to do. What cardinal direction from the Hotel de Ville is our safe house?
It's southeast.
Southeast. So I would like to head southeast until we're, a mile and a quarter from the Hotel de Ville.
Okay.
And
Smart.
then, circle, do some fancy footwork, circle around, and then make our way back to the safe house.
Smart. So that you're at the limits of their safe house.
Of where the Reams
Got
could
it.
follow.
Got it. That's really smart.
I mean, I assume it's not like a mile on the dot. I imagine it's like cell phone reception, like
Yeah.
it starts to get kind of spotty and, et cetera.
So you're going to actually leave town. But it's a road that sort of heads out of town, and it's well trod. There's not a lot of people on it, but there's occasionally people. There's horses and carts and
we can sort of circle in and come in by another gate.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Assuming there's a wall.
So as you're heading back into town, all three of you are together, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I think especially when we're just like walking on the road out of
Yeah.
town, we can all sort of.
So
get
she's
together
very
and catch up.
interested in what happened to Hawthorne, and she says,
Just tell me what happened to her.
Mm,
Who found out?
She was executed by the market. I fear you know more of these machinations than we do, which is why we have come to find you.
I know very little of the modern market. I know what it was when I left it.
When would that have been?
Your time. I was 4 kings ago.
wow.
Where have you been? A D-plane?
No. I've been in A's and B's the whole time. I don't
right. Okay.
age very much because I'm so good at changing my shape. But I can't do it while I'm piloting. I'm sure you've come across the limitations of your abilities while you are kybering, yes?
My abilities seem only to grow.
Well, you will find the limits of it eventually.
I trust I will.
But I don't think it's right what they do to these young nobles. It's not right.
Well, I will be honest. It has been a long time since I considered right or wrong, merely contractual or non-contractual.
That is what I mean. The father of this young man that I am now piloting believes he has just signed over his son for a period of 10 years. But do you know what he's done to him? He signed him over to be the body of Bodum himself upon exile.
You mean permanently?
I mean permanently.
Get out.
I will not. That is what they do at the top. And if you are as a stickler as I am for contracts, this would cause great offense.
Indeed. Not least in the matter of my own contract and the manner in which it might be fulfilled.
Well,
I will mince no words. We came to you because we believe Hawthorne's death was illegal. And we have been sent by the market to bring you back. But clearly there is more at work here than...
To be executed, I suppose.
I believe if they wanted you executed, they would have had us do it here in the plane. Why bring you back to the market?
What were your orders?
To bring the ream and the ream alone. Oh, God damn it.
Yes. I must return to myself.
Yes.
The boy must not be harmed. He will not understand what has happened to him here.
Sheba, they are coming.
Well, I will be ready for them when they come.
Sheba.
Yes.
Their Kybers are in the Hotel de Ville. I am almost certain.
Of course they are.
And
Fops, the lot of them.
Gregor's friend Robert Guile also maintains a room there. That name may get you through the door.
He would see through my voice. I cannot throw it the way you seem to be able to.
I merely mean to gain entry to the building.
Halfling, are you feeling better? I apologize for viciously mocking you the way I did.
It was quite vicious, wasn't it?
It would be no ill thing if you could perhaps provide some succor.
I'm okay now.
Or healing to this poor young...
No, I'm fine.
thing.
I'm fine.
You do not look fine.
No, I do. I drank a potion. I'm 100%.
Very
you
well.
look traumatized.
Listen.
Well, be that as it may, I haven't been slapped inside the face in quite some time.
Now I'm trying to decide if I'm going to tell Sheba where we are.
Idea is where we are, right? Or
Idea
Daggett
is
where
in
we
the
are.
Hotel de Ville.
Idea is where we were supposed to be.
Right.
I say no.
Yeah.
I
will be back.
Where shall we meet?
And she exits.
Oh, right. We've got shit. She's not going to come to meet us in person.
No.
And the boy sort of stumbles back and he says, Oh my God, you can't imagine how that feels.
My Lord Gregor, you have taken a great fall. Are you okay?
Elf, I think I know more than you seem to think. The great Ream Master is teaching me his arts, and I am becoming more pliable by the day.
More easily reamed.
I am extremely reamable already. Yes, I'm so reamable. Um, I said I'm ready to begin my 10 years of servitude for father and for the realm. They said I am not yet ready, that I have at least one more year until it is my turn
Your turn?
to begin my service.
Did they give you any details?
5,000 troops for my father's war to the enemies to the north. And in exchange, I continue to work here only in this land while being guided by one of the best uh, golden knights that there are.
How long was it since you've been yourself?
How long was it? What?
Yeah, he doesn't know what time it is now, man. when or where he is.
What is the date?
You don't even know what the date is.
It is, I don't know, Friday.
And we like, I don't know. We look around like,
Yeah.
yeah, Friday.
Yeah, seems good.
Yeah,
My
Friday.
Lord
Sounds
Gregor,
right.
we are representatives of the Goblin Market, and we kindly request that you come with us.
Oh, it's just, am I to begin my service sooner than I was originally planning to?
There is a special training regimen. We are practitioners of a ream art that you may not yet be familiar with. We have been called in to extend your tutelage.
Very exciting. Will I be able to cast magical spells?
In a manner of speaking, others will be able to cast magical spells through you.
Oh,
but
I
yet
understand. I understand the
it-
concept.
It will be thrilling.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
But it will require hard work and study.
I'm very ready for this. The study that I've been doing, I've been told by my ream master that I am top notch.
He assured us you were no dilettante.
I am not. I fully throw myself into this, and I am able to completely empty my mind of any thoughts.
We have a question for you.
Yes.
Where do you meet your master?
I've never met him.
Never.
He stays at the castle, and I go to the door, and I put my hand upon the door, and through the door, he begins to guide me, telling me what to do, how to do it, those kinds of things.
But when you make yourself pliable, who do you meet prior? I imagine you have to meet them every day.
Mother. Mother always takes me.
Your mother? Or
Yes.
is that
Lady Bravara.
And where does she take you?
To the castle dungeon.
I'm sorry, my Lord Gregor. It seems as though your previous master, who recently departed temporarily, may have lost your golden knight. I do not see your golden knight present.
Yes, he looks around. Very strange. I always had the golden knight with me.
And can you tell me? I'm familiar with most of the golden knights. Which one is assigned to you?
Let's see. Servunk is his name.
I look at it. Yes, Servunk is very familiar to us. I will send a message to him and tell him where to meet us.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Sure. All right.
And I think we're gonna still make our way back to the safe house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you enter the town and you do your sort of meandering to get around and to sort of lose anyone who might be following you. And you're getting closer to the Hotel de Ville again, but your place is like a half a mile away from there, a little less than half a mile away from the Hotel de Ville. And you enter the room and you see Zagat is there, and you see your three bodies. All three of you are there sleeping on the floor. There's chairs. you see H sitting on the shoulder of Zagat, and as soon as you walk in this room, you feel sick to your stomach. It is so overwhelming, this sickness, that the first vomit you do, it covers the area right in front of your feet. And then you feel your insides twisting, and it feels like you've been hit with a maul in the head.
Shit.
And all of you are ejected, shunted out of your reams in that moment. And then you sit up in your real bodies and you begin to vomit. and you see that H has begun to dribble vomit down the front of Zagat. And Zagat falls forward as though she was running, and suddenly she's been tripped, but she was just sitting before. And Gregor is looking at you all like you are fucking crazy. What have you taken me? Are you all right, sir? Are you all right?
Some fell.
Hey, boys, boys, what the hell did you do to us? What the hell
I'm
did you
sorry,
do this time,
where am
Danefa?
Just what listeners want to hear. Vomiting.
Yeah, it's like so. It's all and you hear out on the street.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I got it all out. Nope.
You hear someone out on the street not too far away also vomiting out. And as you you're beginning to sort of crawl on your hands and knees.
Is Gregor still okay?
Gregor's fine.
Gregor's
Totally fine. And you sort of look behind you and you see that there are two people out on the street who have also doubled over and have begun vomiting all over the place, but nobody else in the street is. And this, it goes on for 30 or 40 seconds. It's violent. It feels like you're being crushed is what it feels like, but your insides are crushing you from the inside out. And as you start to regain a little bit of your composure, the boy's eyes turn white and he then doubles over and throws up. And a voice says, "Oh my God, what have you done to me? What have you done to me?"
Somebody hit us with the puke magic.
My head hurts. Everything is killing me. And Zagat is like beside herself, and she just can't. And she's cuddling on H, and she says, Hawthorne, what is happening here? What is happening here? I did not foresee this.
Question.
Yes.
Once we're out of the reams, are the reams still sick?
Yes, they're throwing up like crazy. Yeah.
This seems like it's plainer.
Yeah.
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 Oh, shit. Oh, no.
And
is it happening?
It's happening.
Oh, God.
And you're able to sort of like finally just keep yourself together a little bit. You're worn out from this. You all are now suffering one level of exhaustion.
Shit.
Ebis casts I love it when my computer pinwheels while I'm trying to click things. Ebis casts psychic speech on Zagat. Telepathic speech, excuse me.
Yeah.
We have to go home.
No shit. Is this the guy? This is him. Let's
This
get
is
him.
him.
Let's get him and go.
We have to go. Where is Idir?
Idier's in the Hotel de Ville. We don't have time to get him. Let's just go. We have to go.
Let's just go.
Sheba, we are all suffering. Protect
Yeah,
yourself.
And then she leaves the boy, and the boy stands up again, and he's like, God, vomit coming down his chin. His eyes turn white again, and she is back in, and she says,
Oh, wait, I can't do that telepathically because I'm not in my control dream. So I guess that would be all just verbal.
Well, you
Okay.
just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just say it.
And then she's back in the boy again, and she says, they are here. They're chopping me to pieces.
Where are you?
I am in the livery. I don't understand. I don't
In the
understand.
livery?
I dare not go back. And then the eyes go white, and then it's the boy again. The eyes go white again, and she says, I'm dead.
Elk, piss.
We must go. Wherever you can go, we must go.
Was that Zagat?
This is the woman. This is Sheba inside the
Oh.
boy.
But dead.
I don't understand. I was inside my still body, feeling life leave me, and I just reached out, and now I'm him. I'm in him.
Well, stay as long as you can. Let's go. Let's leave.
I'm gonna look at the two. Wait, it's not. We're not puking anymore.
You're getting over it.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've got the level of exhaustion, and
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, we all know what it feels like right after a big puke.
Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately.
A little worn out, but maybe relieved. Wait, it's not safe. It's not safe. And I am gonna go over to the two people who were puking in the street.
Let me ask you, are you going over as Charnak the botanist, the gnome? Are you going to enter into Splendor again?
Good question.
If he has to ask.
We have to go
I say,
now.
Ebus, watch my body. Dinfa, come with me.
Shit.
No, we have to go back to the market now.
They're watching us. Those two outside. They
Yes.
knew we were here.
Yes, so we must go back to the market.
If they know to send people after us, the market isn't safe.
The market was never safe.
We have to know what they know.
No, we have to go back now.
And an arrow flies in at you, and we are in initiative.
Shit.
All right. Let me get my
Zagat.
sheets up.
Take us home.
God damn it, Ebus, you go home then. Get yourself killed for all I care.
I would rather die there.
Oh, this sucks. Oh,
Is it an action to get into the ream?
it smells so bad in here.
Just bring them in here and they will die of the stench.
Yeah, it's an action. Yeah.
All right. I guess we need to know which we're
We're
rolling
rolling
initiative
initiative, yeah.
on.
Gotta be the
given that
timers.
we're separated.
So if you're separated, if you're telling me you're going to go right in, you're going to be on the same initiative order. So
Got
you can just roll
one.
the best one.
Yeah.
It's fine with me.
I was back in Splendor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would be back.
I got
at
Bad roll.
15.
6.
15. I guess we should have Dex tiebreakers in there, huh?
So the arrows, one comes into the room and lands against the wall. Another one hits the door.
Does Zagat roll initiative too?
Oh shit! Yes. Sorry. Let me bring Zagat out here too.
What about Sheba?
And does Gregor?
Yes.
These guys are going to be the archers outside are shooting again.
Can they see us?
Yes, they can see you. Okay.
Wait. Hold on. Before we dive too far into this, can you so we're sort of at this inn.
Yep.
We went to our room. Is this like second floor? Or are we thinking this is first floor? In my mind, it was second floor, but I know we never said.
That's where my brain went too.
This
But
is a bit like a motel.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
every one of the rooms has a door to the street.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best for a safe house because there's a window on one side. You can jump out and go to an alley, and then there's a door on the other side. So you picked a place that had easy access and easy running away from it. So this is actually open to the street.
Okay.
Is this thing is happening?
I have another question.
Yeah.
We all have 1 point of exhaustion.
All have 1 point of exhaustion. Yes.
Does that mean we get disadvantage on initiative?
Skill checks? Oh shit! Yes, including them. Okay.
Okay. Well, so we can just call it even for
We'll
now
just
for
call it even
initiative.
because we all got disadvantage. Yeah, that's
everyone had
All right.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so they're shooting in, but they're also like just getting up, and they can see that you. I mean, they think that you have done something to them, right? And they see that the boy is with you, and they are attacking you, but not the boy.
So when those first arrows came in, I mean, I would think my instinct would be hit the deck. But I guess that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
With initiative, and they were just faster on the draw.
Yeah, they're just faster on the draw. Okay. And this one screams out, and it just hit Charnak.
Of course.
11 piercing damage.
Mm.
Son of a bitch.
Mm.
Okay. And a 14.
14 misses.
Okay. And next it is, all right, Ibis, you're next. So you kind of saw these guys doubled over, but like you're still back. You're still in the room, and Charnak is like halfway out the room, and he just got hit by an arrow.
Do we recognize these guys?
I would say that was going to take an action to
really study their
to really
faces?
study him, to look. Probably not.
And there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
And only 2 of them have bows pointed on us that I could see.
Yeah, they're both. They're they're both.
Do you see any other
bows.
puke spots on the street
No,
that look fresh?
it's just these 2.
If we fight them here, they will just go back to the market. Zagat, how long before we can leave? And then,
Our teleportation, our exfil point, is out this door, across that alley, in that shop over there. We have to get out past them, or we kill them.
okay. How far away are they?
55 feet.
55 feet. Okay, so I will cast Dissonant Whispers on one of them.
Okay. All right. What's the saving throw?
It is a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the range on Dissonant Whispers?
60.
60?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So Dissonant Whispers, DC 13.
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Oh, this one.
Oh,
Natural
it's psychic.
20.
So, okay. So for that one, they take half of that, but it's still psychic damage.
Okay. Let me roll it here. It's gonna take 3.
A shitty roll. 1 and a 2.
Oh shit. This guy's eyes go white, and then he like falls back, and you can tell he is not himself, but he does not run away.
Right.
Okay.
Shit. And then do we want to go? I feel like we got to go, but we only have 3 of those potions. All right. I'm going to hunker down below a window, but
Okay.
get ready to run.
All right, Deanfa, it's you.
All right. There's a window and there's a door.
Yeah. So there's a door, and then next to the door is a window.
Mhm.
The door is open, and then
And when
the
we
other
say
side of the
window,
room,
it's a window with no glass in it. It's just sort of open.
it's just sort of open. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
with the door, can I lean myself up against the wall and be out of sight or have 3/4 cover?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I'm going to Dinfa in Reese is going to peer around the door where Splendor is and aim his longbow at the other person, the one that did not get rocked by Davman.
Oh, okay.
Pull out a longbow and fire. That's 13.
I think. Oh, it's a miss.
All right. And then it's going to duck up against the wall out of sight.
Okay. And then Zagat pops out and casts on these guys. DC 16 on these guys. Wisdom save. Fail the first one.
Yeah, baby.
Fail the second one.
Nice.
Ooh.
And so
Zagat can cast some
so
shit.
Zagat gets up. You've not seen her do this before, ever. She pops out, she grabs H in her left hand, and then she steps out of the door and she points at both of these people, and they just look like they are frozen solid. They are paralyzed. And she goes, they are held. Kill them or not kill them. We must go. And she gets up and hauls ass out of the room.
She's got what? That's got to be
Hold
at least a
person.
3rd level hold person
Yeah.
and a DC 16.
Zagat is good.
The jungle room, baby.
Nice.
She's been in that jungle room.
She's been walking in Memphis.
Right?
She's been walking
Right?
in Memphis.
I need to do
Just
that.
where her feet can't even touch the ground.
She's learned levitate. Is that what you're
Yeah.
trying?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about levitate.
Can only levitate off a Beal.
That's right. All right, so she moves, and she crosses the street. Now she's in the alley across the way, and she's like motioning for you guys to come to her. And the boy / Sheba runs out across the street, and as she's crossing, she waves her hand, and you see a dire wolf appears in the middle of the street between you two, and the dire wolf runs and bites one of these frozen guys and just bites a big old chunk out of this guy's leg and stays engaged with him. And it is Charnak's turn.
I'm going to put an arrow in the one that is still ostensibly has a Kyber in him.
Okay.
And this is with advantage, right?
With advantage.
Because he's held.
Yep.
20.
And that's a crit because he's held.
Well, it's a 15.
No, but they're automatic crits.
Doesn't
It's
matter.
automatic
Oh,
crits.
they're
Every
automatic
every
crits.
hit is a crit.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's going to be this plus a D8. Ooh, 8. So that's 15 damage total.
Okay. Ooh, he is messed up.
And I think this is a bad idea, but I'm going to follow Zagat. Because I follow Zagat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And these guys failed and failed. They're still held. Okay. It is you, Ibis.
I'm gonna dash. Did Gregor move? Yes.
Yeah.
Gregor
Yes.
moved. Now
Yeah.
here's the problem though. I just want to let you all know. If no one is carrying the bodies, you all are leaving your bodies.
Right.
Right.
You're leaving your Kybers behind.
Right.
I feel like Charnak got halfway across the street and was like, "Oh, I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. So Ibis is
What
going
is
to Ibis is going to pop
Phone,
out.
wallet, keys."
Okay.
Yeah.
and say to Davman, "Run, follow Zagat." Wait, wrong accent, I think. Hold on.
No, that was it. You got
Run,
it.
follow Zagat.
Good.
It's close. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they're both going to sprint and dash.
Okay. All right. You get across the street. You get a little past there. All right. Dinfa, your turn.
Dinfa is going to fire again at the one who's held.
There's both held.
The one who didn't get rocked. The one who looks like it's still got a
Got the-
kyber
Yep.
inside.
Okay.
With advantage, yeah?
Yep.
All right. This is an incredible spell. I love it.
Yep.
All right, 23.
Crit.
And then,
All right. Roll a d8 again.
hang on, just checking.
Just wishing and hoping.
All right, so 11 damage.
Oh my god. Not dead.
Come on.
So
What?
close. Hits him though. Hits him hard.
All right.
Okay. Come. You must come. Let's go. And she.
That's what she said.
Let's see here. Oh shit. This is also concentration.
Don't break it. We got to run.
Yeah. I agree. All right. She's just she's staying there. She's, everyone go to the exfil site. And she looks out and viciously mocks this dude. And if he doesn't save, he dead. All right. Doesn't save.
Yeah.
And so that guy falls down. This is the one that you hit with an arrow, John.
Mm-hmm. He just falls, even if he's held, or does he just like this?
I think
head
he's
just
still
drop?
like he just had just like the life goes out of him. Then it is Charnak.
Charnak runs back to the room, picks himself up.
By his bootstraps.
Well, now here's the thing. I'm assuming, even though it's a tiny gnome body, picking himself up will be an action, and he probably will need at least one hand to hold on to it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be able to move on this turn anyway. So I'm going to move into the room, and now I'm trying to think. We know the one guy is dead,
Yes.
but he has not disappeared,
He has not disappeared.
which I think Charnak would take to mean he is not dead,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Like, we've seen people down before,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
but if he's still there,
He is 100% still there.
unless they were reams of this plane or something, which I wouldn't think there would be. Anyway, they're both held. The one's only knocked out. I'm gonna shoot the one who's knocked out, or who had the kyber knocked out of him.
You're going to shoot him before going and picking up your body, right? Yeah.
Because I can't move again on this turn anyway.
Yep.
So I might as well shoot
The one.
now.
This is the one that
That
was
Tim
just
Dissonant whispered. Yeah.
just got. Oh, got this moves. We got. Okay, great.
Yeah, and then next turn I'll use my action to pick myself up and then move again. 16
Hits.
plus 1d8. That's 8 piercing damage total.
Okay.
A lot of variability in these low levels.
It is really true.
Because your die compared to your bonus is a much bigger thing.
Yeah. Okay, and you're gonna go pick up your.
But also when I do that, I like put myself flat against the wall so I'm completely obscured from the guys in the street.
Okay, so you pick up your gnome, and then you go.
I don't pick him up this turn.
Oh, you don't.
At
Okay.
least. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And it is you, Ebus.
From the store.
You are about 100 feet from the store.
Okay. Wait, did Zagat go?
Zagat went. Yep.
Just ran.
Zagat did not run. Zagat is holding here to get everybody out.
Got it. Okay, so I am not in minute control at this point. So I don't really have
Better
much
just run.
else to do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, especially since Davman is slower than everybody else.
Yeah.
Just gonna make our way to the store.
Okay.
Although I really want to cast something, but I'd have to be in body.
Yeah. All right. So the only body that's in there now. Wait, there are 2 bodies in there. Is that right?
Yeah, they're both still in control, right?
So Dinfa and
Back in the room.
Yeah.
Dinfa and Charnak are still passed out.
Um,
Wait, where's Reese?
He's in there with you.
Oh, okay. Oh, he never ran out.
Never ran out. He's still firing on him.
Gotcha.
Okay. So
Did the
Zagat
same thing as Charnak with just less effort.
Zagat casts something.
I hope
The
it's not a
whole-
concentration spell.
The hold person comes down.
No.
You see one body fall to the ground, and the other one has their eyes sort of open, and you hear them say, "What? What? Why? What is happening?" And Saget reaches out with her mind, and let's see here.
I tell Dinfa, don't finish off the unconscious one. It may take them longer to get back.
All right, and she is going to do this plus 4, and you see that the archer is picked up in the air and then thrown against a wall, and the life goes out of him. And you see Zagat puts her hand out as though she's like reaching across the alley here, and she scoops up Dinfa's body, and then she scoops up Charnak, and she floats them to her, and she says, "Come, run now!"
Why did I do all this in the first place?
You're out of initiative.
Elk. Why aren't they disappearing?
I don't know.
Why aren't they returning to the market?
They're dead. They're dead. Just move on. Let's go. Let's go.
Can you say, now that we've been engaged with these guys enough, do I recognize them?
Yeah. You've look. You don't know. You know.
I know.
You don't know from Reem.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know from Reams, but I would recognize these 2.
You've seen them around.
Vehicles parked in the garage.
You've seen them around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
we can ask Davman later.
Yeah. And
they are from the market.
And they are definitely dead. And they are not disappearing.
Well,
and
I begin running. I say, I hit that one center mass. They should have disappeared a long time ago. Something's wrong. And I take off.
And so she's still floating.
I take off slightly faster.
the bodies. You get to the store. There's vomit all over the countertop here, and the person who was your sort of exfil person is lying down on the ground, throat slit, dead. and the portal, the magic circle is glowing blue, and Zagat gets there and lays down the body of Reese and lays down the body of Dinfa and lays down the body of Charnak. She says, "We must go now, now." And
I point to the body on the ground. You're still thinking of using this thing?
"We have to go now. Yes." And she pulls out her wand that is her flare for getting exfilled, and she points it to it, and she says, "Everyone on this now. We'll be safe in the market. I promise you we'll be safe in the market. They don't dare make an attack like this when we're there."
Evis and Davman move on.
Okay.
You said that they dropped the bodies?
Yeah,
So
the bodies are on there.
We
Charnak's
pop out
not gonna
and
be left
both run
alone.
through.
Okay.
And Sheba's with us too?
Sheba's with you. And
All right.
Zagat casts down on the teleportation circle, and you all are back in the dark room, and the keeper of the portal says, "Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back." And that's where we're going to end episode 4 of the Goblin Market.
Is that a normal welcome back? Didn't seem very normal.
Yikes.
Welcome back.
Right.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Wow.
Well, everybody, I'm sure we're going to get into this.
That was a jam-packed
That was awesome.
That was a jam-packed
Yes,
episode.
it was.
I was
I'm
just
sure we're going to get
thinking,
into this in
Yeah.
the bonus.
Yeah.
But the great slowdown has just happened. Something has changed the nature of the planes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Tim, you
Only just now, huh, Tim?
Tim's
Yeah.
just now catching up with that
I figured
one.
there was something else going on, but
Something. something.
also, we did tell listeners they did not need to hear Campaign 1 to understand Campaign 2.
We're going to get into it in the bonus.
Yeah.
All
Well,
I'm
none
going to say.
of these characters would have known what happened in
No, of
Campaign
course.
one.
No.
All I'm going to say, if you haven't listened to Campaign 1, what I'll say to you is something happened in Campaign 1 which affected all the planes, and that has happened here.
Yep.
And the nature of the way that we do business in the Goblin Market is about to change forever.
That is incredible. I love
And-
Are you
it.
saying the
early.
hierarchy of power in the Goblin Market is about to change?
Things are about to get real weird.
Things are about
And
to change. I can feel
It doesn't necessarily help the Foundry or anybody else more than anyone else. This was an
Wow.
unexpected change.
And things were
So-
already bad.
Things were already bad for you all. Yes,
The
indeed.
great tuning.
The great tuning. Everybody,
boy.
thank you so much for listening, sticking with us. Give us those 5s and scribes.
We were talking about, I think, I'm sorry, this is maybe bonus fodder, but it's like, there's a lot of setup. There's a lot of groundwork you have to lay. This is with a show or with anything. And then you hit that episode where you get hooked. I think this is the hook episode.
This might
I
be
certainly
it.
hope so.
Yeah.
So people make it through all 4. And if you did, thanks for coming by.
That's right. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for coming by.
My